Yo, Top, I know you hear that steady going off on your hip. Man, won't you catch that and call us back?
Man, that's Tamika, man. I'm still trying to get rid of that broad.
Man, I met a Tamika about 2 summers ago. 2 years ago, I met Tamika, I think the middle of July. I can't lie, the first time I saw her, she was looking fly. Matter of fact, I was getting let me get some
she was
Octolo.
too. I kept playing ass girl. Say, what you about to do? Went to the counter, paid ass 5D. She started looking funny. Didn't pay no mind. I said, I got you, pulled out my money. Step back outside, we conversating, I'm checking out little mama. Had a session at the studio, so I got Tamika's number. 2 months passed, I called on the Tuesday, 2:30 on the cool. T. Jones answered, said Tamika has made home from school. Ma'am, if you don't mind me asking, how old is your daughter?
Met baby girl in the projects, it was summertime. Daisy Dukes with a halter top. Duke and Brace talking DUI. Knuckle down, I'm pulling over to the curb. I asked how old she was, she said I was grown. I said word, but see what he go feed. Quoting lyrics from my people, talking about the millennium sold out. Cadillacs and Regals. Her whole conversation was about the lick. Say she from the city where we from, she want to represent. Licking her lips, and for a sip, smoking black and mild. Looking at her thigh, she pointed out, tatted stepchild. You with that? Represent that. Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
She'll get caught up in a cycle, hollering at a pimp. Her mama standing in the door, signaling, come here. Sundress, hat done in cornrows, contacts make her look Creole. She said she done look Benny hair once or twice before. I recognized the face, she said I dance, I know. I told him, come on, both of them, let's go. Tamika, look.
People think Tamika tripping now, cause Tamika stripping now. But Tamika ain't crazy now, Tamika got a little baby now. She learned too much early, everybody know what Tamika. When she was 15, her mother was 30, everybody know what Tamika. I ain't mad at you, just be careful and do what you do. Tamika, take care of that hard-headed son and get your revenue.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood. Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's Christmas. Yeah. Hey. It's time to get together. It's time for us to celebrate. Celebrate. 'Cause it's Christmas time. When families come together, you can see the happiness on their face. Everybody's full of love, celebrating loved ones, celebrating friends. Christmas is that time of year that you wish that would never end. Open up the presents that's under the tree. And I really hope that Santa Claus brought a present just for me. Yeah, Christmas is that special time of year when families come like jingle bells and silent night. Santa Claus is coming, and what a holy night. Celebrating loved ones, celebrating friends. Christmas is that time of year that you wish that would never end. Open up the presents that's under the tree. And I really hope that Santa Claus brought a present just for me. Yeah, Christmas is that special time of year. When families come together, spreading holiday cheer. Christmas is that special time of year. When families come together, spreading holiday cheer. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What up, everybody? What up? What up? What up, man? It's Happy Monday over this way, dog. Everybody tuning in, man. I want to say Happy Monday. I hope y'all had a great day today. Man, it's been a really great Monday. I hope y'all had just as good of a day as I had.
Yeah.
And as y'all know, I'm on here with my host, Mr. 2-1 Joe. I wouldn't do this with nobody else. We come in together, we ride or die together. What's up, man?
Yes. That's right. Oh man, another marvelous day. Marvelous day.
So today, man, I got two great people coming on, man, both from that new genre that we put on the radio station, that Southern Soul, man. I can't get enough of it, man. I love it. I love the artists. I love the independent artists that are coming to it. But before we get into that, man, you know I got to talk about our topics. I got to talk about what we gonna talk about. First of all, guys, I don't know if everybody paid attention today to the news. There was a mass shooting in Wyoming, so we want to pray for them and those families. There were 6 people in total injured, 2 died, 2 in critical condition, and 2 of them with non-serious injuries. The shooter is included in one of the people who did die, so therefore it was 3. There were 7 total, but I took the shooter out because I want to pray for him, but at the same time, it's hard for me to feel compassion for him when you went into a school full of kids shooting up, even though he was a kid. It's just, what are we coming to, man? When I talk about agendas and I talk about the things that happen in our country, and everyone tells me there's no agenda, there's no this, there's no that, there's got to be something, because we're living in a time frame where we're living in a time frame where more of our kids are mentally disturbed, and we're not paying attention to that. We're blowing them off. What were you gonna say, Joe? I'm sorry. I'm not getting any sound from you. I'm not getting.
Well, with bad parenting 101. Bad parenting 101. Bad parenting 101. Bad parenting 101.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I give it to the parents as well.
We're gonna have to pay attention to these kids, man.
Right. And
we're gonna have to.
And that's one of the biggest things, man, that we talk about so much that, man, to hear that today, it hurt my heart, man, because I'm an advocate for kids, and we're out here fighting to change this dynamics. The whole reason why Nostalgia Radio was created wasn't to get the hype. I don't care about who's getting married, who's getting a divorce. I don't care about none of that. We need to talk about things in our community as blacks, as minorities, that could change to help our kids understand that that there's another way, right? There's another way to make this happen. And right now, it's to the point to where these kids feel like they have no way out but the way they take. Go ahead.
Well, we got a lost generation right here, is what we got. And in order to fix the problem, we're going to have to start individually in our households, in our own personal households, and it's going to have to filter out into the community. Otherwise, it's not going to work. The mentoring, talking to people, and then sending them back home in the same little predicaments, they face with the same trauma, the PSD that they got. We're going to have to start individually. We got to put these homes back together, man. With a real black man, please stand up. Please.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you on that. So I don't want to make this that much of a show. We can talk about this down the line. The second topic I'm going to talk about is, yeah, that part really hurt me. It really, really did. But the second part I want to talk about is, and don't take this as if I'm talking about gossip, because I'm not. The guy was a brilliant entrepreneur, but in Atlanta, he just got caught and arrested by the feds for faking to be a dentist, but really he was a person that was teaching other people how to do veneers. He had been doing it for almost 20 years. Everybody, even stars, went to them to get their veneers fixed. So until he started charging normal everyday people $6,000 a class to teach them how to do it. Then the feds jumped on him. And one thing that Godfrey, the comedian Godfrey, is who brought this to my attention. He sent it to me, and what he said was, and I think it's so profound that he said this: 20 years of doing this, knowing that you're doing it illegally, why wouldn't you have taken that time as well to go to school and do it the right way?
Right. Get your paperwork behind you. You know, that was my first thought of it was your paperwork ain't right. Why not get your paperwork right? If you can charge them $6,000 a pop, you can get your paperwork right quick. It's nothing. Because see, it's a Fed case anytime it's more than $9,000 a day.
Right.
If you make more than $9,000, then they can investigate, is what I mean when I say it's a Fed. You get their attention. Whoa, what is he doing? Okay, now as soon as they look at the paperwork ain't right. Now that's some nigga shit.
So in fact, the thing that got me about that was, I sit back, and y'all know how much I preach paperwork and contracts and make sure that we have agreements in place. I don't move. My business doesn't move unless we get those things done, right? Even with the radio station, they have to fill out paperwork. I had somebody call me for a show, and they was like, well, Jason, can you just go and do the paperwork for me? I was like, no, what was the purpose of that? Like, I know we do your contracts, and I know we do, but we don't. This is a total different business other than the push bit than my consulting firm. So I need you to go over here and do what I asked you to do, or there will be no show.
Right.
So when I look at what he was, when I look and see what he was doing, I'm like, you were doing this for 20 years. You probably made over $3, $4, $5 million.
Right. And you ain't got your paperwork right.
And you couldn't take the time out to go to dental school. It ain't like we were telling you to be a doctor. We were telling you to go to dental school.
Little hot 5 years, 5.5, 6 years, 5.5, 6 years. And that's if he going regular pace. See, if he goes summer school, it's faster than that.
Yeah. Like you
and then but you know, you could actually buy one of those degrees.
That is true. Make a donation to the school and they'll make you an honorary dentist. Let's be real. We see it happen all the time.
I mean, it's just so many ways. I don't get that part to where, damn, you ain't going to get your paperwork right. You're going to charge paper. Go into business. You got some shit going. I mean, no. But if you can charge $6,000 a pop,
right,
you're doing you don't do it. If you got 10 customers this week, each one of them paid $6,000. Well,
Absolutely.
damn.
I'm like, man, what is going on?
You know, no, that one is that I don't understand the world. We still refuse to get our paperwork right. I don't
Right.
understand it.
And so now to get on to our last topic, um, a doctor, can't remember his name, but he basically talked about when you think about an entrepreneur, most people get it confused and they think that the entrepreneurs are the ones that went to that got straight A's or straight A's and B's in school. They did all the, but it's proven through a statistic study that most entrepreneurs who own their own businesses, Fortune 500, were the C students in class. And the reason why, what they found out was that we were the ones that were dreaming about our goals while everybody else were trying to learn what they needed to do just to get the job. So we were the ones that were sitting back like, hey, I don't see me
Right.
working at the factory. I see me owning the factory because I want to get this and I want to get that. And it's through studies over the years, they just show that if your kid comes home with C grades, don't think of them as dummies or think of them that they're failing. Try to figure out what goes into what are they thinking about. Try to get them in a program that works around what we talked about. Try to get them into a place that works on their thinking process and figure out what they're
Right.
going to become. So the guy he just talked to, the doctor, he said, so now it should move the way we look at C students, because C students can become A students if you put them in something that they like. I know that was true for me. When I went from public school to private school, I automatically went from an F student to straight A's honor roll because the school and pushed me to look at what I wanted to do, not what they wanted me to do.
Right. Well, now the C student thing, that's no big deal. See, the brain is a big muscle. And once you start learning, then you can learn. It's about what you intaking and what you rejecting. Now, everybody's not built the same. That's why we're saying some people, they think about what they're going to do. Yeah, okay, let me do this here. Yeah, I get 7 out of 10, but I'm thinking about, I want to own me a spot in the bazaar. No, I want to own the bazaar and rent it to y'all. Fuck
Right.
that. So it's a different mind. It's a different mindset there. But
Right.
I can honestly say I got 4 friends, and we grew up from playing marbles and hot cars and shit like that, and they all own their own business, and they were all the C students in class.
Yeah. And I thought about it all day as I was going back over it for me to get that one. That was sent to me from a teacher friend out of Wisconsin. And he was like, this is what we're creating, because they're creating a charter school. And he was like, this is why we're creating the charter school, because we're starting to see more of that, more of the C students in public schools getting deemed as failures because they're not, quote unquote, putting forth an effort, right? But
Well,
when all actuality, go ahead.
It's kind of like they can say they failures all they want to. We can look at the results daily out here. You can look at the results daily. The Williams Chickens, the Donald Browns, you know what I mean? You can know, but you can look at the companies, the people who's actually taking a risk, that's investing their monies in their dreams and pushing it, are the C students. The guys that say, no, I'm not college material. No, I'm not going to make it to the NBA. But I'm heady enough to go get on this Conan sale list and do it legally.
Right.
And then one company makes two company makes 4. What you say?
Smart enough to know that I'm going to work this job just to get to my goal. I'm going to come in and do what they need me to do, but the end game is to get to my goal. So my goal is to own my own. I mean, you know me, my family knows me, my people know me. My end game was never to work for Fortune 500 forever. My end game was to do exactly what we're doing now, to build what we're building now, to do the things that I've been helping other people build over the decades. So when I look at the C student, we look at that. We think about people, we think about what we can do, what we can add. And honestly, when you think about it, Mark Zuckerberg went to college but never went to class. He talks about it. Like, I never stepped in a foot in a classroom. He was like,
Right.
but I had an idea. So with as much effort as I was putting into building Facebook, going to class, I put that 1,000% effort into building Facebook. And
Right. Right.
if I think when we see that, we need to encourage that rather than downplay that, because the grading system to me downplays that. It says, oh, you're just a C student, so you're average.
Yeah.
As long as you can do this, you'll be a great worker. But if we say, no, what are you good at? So what if we put the kids that are good in drawing, they take all art classes, all design classes? You will probably see a big transition in their grades because we've taken out the things that they don't care for and they don't have it. Not saying they don't need math. Yes, you make them do it, but that's not the bigger part of what their daily courses are.
Well, the
And
thing about what you're saying, it fits so perfectly because, in other words, you don't have to have chemistry and elementary analysis and algebra 3. No, once if you got multiplication and division down and you can do percentages, okay, we good.
can you
Now,
count?
what are you gonna do? And yet, no, but what are you gonna do though? As an individual, we need to put that time in you while your head is still growing in the learning process. Because no matter what, at all ages, it gets harder for us to learn because we think we know so much. So it's like guys have to understand. Well, we all have to understand, guys and girls, in the big picture. We got to do this shit the right way, man. We got to do this the right way, because if we don't, we gonna drop the ball. And I'll say this: the ball done been dropped. We got to pick the ball up. It's time to pick the ball up. It's time to push it forward. But we got a generation, Jay, that's lost right now, and the only way we gonna fix it, and it's hard because we have so many single parent households, is we got to put that man back in the household to where who's responsible for these kids, man?
Absolutely. And that's why
Somebody's responsible for teaching these kids.
Right. And that's where I'm saying, like, that's where all three of these stories kind of tied into me. One, I wanted to get the prayers and everything out for the top part. But at the end of the day, you see how the other two kind of fall in peace. Because what if the guy who was hustling, what if he was never taught the hustling spirit? Most of us that comes from a broken home, we're taught to hustle first, learn later. And that's the problem. We're taught to get out there and grind for it and go get it first, rather than, hey, what if he would have built the structure, the foundation correctly? What if he would have said, okay, I'm going to go here. Yes, I'm going to do this still. I'm still going to be out here doing my veneers, but I'm going to go get this degree, because if you're paying me $6,000 a wop, now 3 people paid for my first semester of college. Let me go get this done.
That right quick. Right quick.
Right.
In one day though. One day you can,
but like you
it
said,
makes sense.
But that's what I'm saying. But like you said, it doesn't make sense to someone who has somebody there teaching them the right way to walk.
Right.
But it makes sense to somebody who never had that concept, who never had that right way to walk. Nobody ever gave them that foundation. I tell people this all the time. Stop letting people tell you how fast you should be running. Because if you didn't start at the same finish line that they started at, if they had a 2-parent household and they had a car by the time they were 16, and they had a job but didn't have to spend the money because they got to save their money, stop measuring yourself at that. Because if you had to get out here like me, you, and the people I know, and do what we had to do, and we had to get out here and handle our business, and we had to get out here and feed our families and do this and do that, then I'm well behind this cart. The problem with him was you got ahead of the cart, but you didn't build the right foundation to keep the wagon afloat. You just jumped on the horses and tied a belt around the horses and threw a rail on it and took off. Yeah. See what I'm saying? You took off oh, I'm in this, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's where I feel like at the end of the day, all three of these stories, it talks about our same family structure that we talk about that needs to happen. Whether you're a stepdad, whether you're a real dad, whether you're a stepdad and a real dad working together, whether you're an uncle, It don't matter.
What I'm talking about,
Somebody's
yeah,
go
but
ahead.
what I'm talking about, Jason, what I'm talking about is all of these houses, these kids right now today that I call Generation Death. They going home somewhere.
Right.
Somewhere they unlock the door, and that's where they lay down and go to sleep and get up and wash their clothes, right?
Right.
Now, I don't care what the makeup of that household is. It's time for us to start talking to these kids, man.
Right. I'm with you on that. And that's sorry, I'm just answering one of the second guests. Um, and that's where I'm looking and saying, hey, at the end of the day, whether you're an uncle, whether you're a cousin, if you can be a positive role model, because most of the time it's cousins, brothers living with each other, it's aunties living with each other, it's all that. But nobody's talking to these kids because they're so busy. In this generation, the mom
Social
ain't too
media.
far. That and the mom and dad aren't too far off from the oldest boy.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
if the
Because they
oldest
got
boy
all
is 10, right. So if the oldest boy is 10, the mom and dad are probably 21. So they're looking to kick it and party. So now the kids are taking up my time. So I
right.
can't go and do this and can't do that. So now you heard my see. That's where that jade area comes into play because the mom and dad. It takes a male, and I'm just gonna throw this out here from what I researched. It takes a male well off into his late 20s before he actually starts thinking about family. Even if he comes from a structured home, we don't really jump into that because our mind is work, 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 work. Then, if you don't have that mindset, it's hustle, 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 hustle. Because in our mind, we are not nourishing. We are the ones to bring the paper to the table,
That's right. That's the
right?
way it's been set up. Yes, sir.
So, as we do that, we forget that kids need more because shockingly, to everybody's surprise, kids love discipline. Whether you look at it that way or not, when you discipline a child, he loves you more. Think about that teacher that you had in high school or junior high that you hated, but you look at her now and you like as we grew, because I had one, Miss Shepherd. I hated her class. But as I grew older, we became best friends and we became tight because her class is actually what put me on the path to where I'm at now. But I hated the fact that she made us do extra homework, extra writing, and kids are like that too. Your best child that loves you now is probably the one that hated you when they were smaller because they
Okay.
probably got in so much trouble. If you me, my dad became my best friend as I got older, rest his soul, but he became my best friend. But I was the kid always getting whooping, so I hated him.
My dad, my dad was always my best friend, my role model, my everything. So I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying hate it like that, but you know what I mean. Like as a kid's hate of saying, "Oh, I'm mad at you right now," my dad was always our go-to person. Me, my brother, my sister, but he was the strictest of us of them all. My mom was strict, but she was borderline child abuse, so that was a
Yeah.
different play.
Well, see, my mom and dad had a funny way of playing it off of each other, and I guess by the time I was 6, 7 years old, I didn't get no more whoopings because I didn't need them. You know, they just say what they said, and I was the oldest kid, and so I had to take care of the younger kid. It was just different. It
I,
was
I wish I
it
had
was
that.
man, yeah. So I can't. I can only say my heart goes out to you cats who didn't get a chance to feel what I felt because I got it the right way and I fell on my face because I knew too much. You know what I
Right.
mean? I knew too much, too fast, too young. Oh no, I was doing 5 things at one time. I was doing them, but I wasn't getting nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm
Yep.
robbing Peter to pay Paul, just doing shit.
All
To
right,
where
y'all.
if I had
We're gonna
go
take
ahead.
this break. Go ahead, finish what you're gonna say. But after that, we're gonna take this break because I want to bring on our guest. Man, I'm anxious to play his music so we can hear about him. Finish
Well,
what you were
say,
saying.
no. Well, I'm gonna sidestep to the left. We're gonna go to commercial and pay some bills, man. We're gonna be right back with you. You heard me?
All right, guys, when I come back, we got our first guest in the house, man. I'm gonna play one of his songs. I want y'all to hear the music, man. I listened to it. He sent it to me a couple of days ago. I found him on YouTube. Man, when I tell y'all I love Southern Soul, I think Southern Soul is like the new R&B. I put that on everything, if not better, because it really speaks to your heart. But y'all pay attention, sit back, enjoy the show. We'll be right back.
Yeah, so I see you, Wood.
How you doing, baby? I see you and your girls in here tonight. So y'all gonna get down tonight? Is that right? Well, one thing y'all need to do, baby, is make that thing dirty, baby. Real dirty. Stepping out with your sundress on, babe. High heeled and tight jeans, you got it going on. I see you flossing tonight, but you're not, girl, quite what I like. If you wanna get with me, gotta be a little dirty, babe. I like it dirty, dirty, dirty. Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. I want it dirty, dirty, dirty. Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. I see you out on the floor, babe. Drop it like it's low, girl. You know I want some more. I see you twerking tonight. Go ahead and put it in my eye. Just make sure, girl, it's B-I-R-T-Y. I like it dirty, dirty, dirty. Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. I want it dirty, dirty, dirty. Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. What's up, baby? I see you out there on the floor doing your thing. Your sundress on, tight jeans. I see you, girl. But what I want to know is, can you make it dirty, baby? No, I'm talking about real dirty, baby. Say, I like it dirty, dirty, dirty. Oh, baby. Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. I want it dirty, dirty, dirty. Can you make it dirty? Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. I like it dirty, dirty, dirty. Can you put it on the side, baby? Make it dirty, dirty, dirty. Ooh, yeah. I want it dirty, dirty, dirty. Ooh, yeah. Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. I like it dirty, dirty, dirty. Can you swing the thing like a wagon, baby? Dirty, dirty, dirty. Ooh, yeah. I want it dirty, dirty, dirty. Dirty, baby. Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. Dirty, yeah.
Hey everybody, we are back. We are back. I know y'all want us to jump back into some of these juicy topics, but I gotta bring this guy on, man. I got introduced to him by my DJ director of music, DJ Cali. Talked to him for a little bit. We had some great conversation. Then I went and looked him up on YouTube. Y'all talk about stay busy. This man, all his YouTube is him on the stage. It ain't no videos. It ain't no videos of him. It's him performing. That's what I mean by that. It ain't no go get a camera and I'm gonna sing my song. It's him on stage performing every song. I just went through song after song, like, man.
Getting it in.
And it was good though. It's good music. If you haven't introduced to Southern Soul, I'm gonna bring my man B Swade on. Man, y'all gotta give props where props is due. B Swade, welcome to the Real Talk with Jason Dixon. I thank you. It's my honor and pleasure of having you. How
Oh,
are you today?
I appreciate it. It feels good to be here, man. You know, you guys are doing some great things, man, and I really appreciate you guys having me on here as well.
I appreciate you coming on, man. So my audience don't know who you are, so please tell them everything about you so I don't have to mess it up, please.
I hear you, man. Look, my name is Billy Swade McCall. They call me B Swade. I'm Southern Soul R&B artist. I've been doing Southern Soul for a little while now, and I play in Mississippi, Texas, Wisconsin, Canada, you name it, I'm there. You know, and I've been doing Southern Soul. Uh, I mean, probably about at least 10 years now.
Yeah,
And
I looked at a lot of your videos and man, your performance, the way you are on stage. I was like, this man's been doing this for a minute because we just got introduced to Southern Soul when we brought Cali on. Though not really introduced. We got artists and friends of ours that we know do it, but I've never been into it as much as I've been into it now.
right, right. And you know, when I met DJ Cali Remix, you know, I was actually doing a Southern Soul show.
Okay.
And, you know, my thing was everybody always say I kind of sound like Teddy Pendergrass. I would feel so good loving somebody and
Right.
somebody. Whoa, 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 baby. I was doing a little bit of some of that, a little bit of some of
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Yeah, and Cali
yeah.
found me, man, and took me up under his wings, and he put me on this Southern Soul show, and he started doing these tracks, and I'm like, oh man, I got to get one of those tracks, and so he put together a track for me, and my first Southern Soul song I wrote was Southern Soul Woman, nothing like
Okay.
a Soul Woman, and DJ Cali came up with a brilliant idea of putting all these Southern Soul females in my song. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's a good idea because we know these Southern Soul women don't get their just due when it
Right.
comes to Southern Soul's music.
Yeah.
And I start putting people like Denise LaSalle and Miss Jody and Dee Dee Simon, Miss Nellie Travis, which is another lady that I put in the song. But it came out to be a wonderful song. And so DJ Cali, I give him props for connecting me to the right people. He connected me to you as well, you know. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's a blessing, man.
Hey, it was a blessing for me when I met him too as well. When I was building this station, I went and put my whole board together so we could build this the right way. And I didn't have a DJ, and I was like, man, I know a lot of DJs, but I don't need none that won't see my vision. I told Cali what my vision was, and he came to me and said, hey, Don, I'm not charging you nothing. Just let me eat with you. And I was like, that's the whole purpose. Can we eat together as we grow? Because people are shockingly to find out that this station is only, man, we are literally only 3 months old, if I'm
Oh,
saying it right, Top. We launched September 1st. The
Yeah.
podcast launched, the first podcast to launch off our radio station, where I'm playing your music also,
okay.
was my brother Top Dollar, Real Talk with Real Talk Dallas After Dark. And we launched the podcast because I wanted to interview the artists that I'm playing on my radio stations.
Right.
So like, as we're giving you guys the spins, I wanted to come and meet and hey, let's talk to you. Let's find out about your life. How is it being on the road? Tell us some things that you really enjoy about doing what you do. And is it the crowd? Is it you being on that stage? I get to get on stage to speak, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, man, that's one of the greatest feelings is to being on stage and performing. Majority of my audience is females.
Okay.
So singing all these songs and these ladies are screaming and going crazy and stuff. I mean, that's a feeling that I can't really express
Funny.
how
Yeah.
good it feels. But I mean, like I said, I perform everywhere. So I do cruise ships. I'm contract with Carnival Cruise Line. So I do a lot of their cruise ships as well. So you meet all these different type of people and you have to be able to sing all these different type of songs.
Right.
So it's just it's one genre, but then you have to go and sing some other songs because you have a different audience, you know.
Right. Absolutely.
Southern Soul to these all the way up to Canada. These people never heard of Southern Soul, but they're loving it, man. I'm trying to tell you, they love it. And like I have a show December the 31st in Vicksburg, Mississippi, a big
Okay.
New Year's show at the Waterview Casinos. And so I'll be there. And, of course, Mississippi, I mean, you can't not be there and not do Southern Soul's music.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I mean, I love doing that. And I write a lot of my music. And
That was going to be my next question. Like, do you write all your own songs? Like, do you make your own beats? Do you have a team behind you? Like, let's talk about that.
Yeah, great. Yeah. When I first started doing this, like I said, DJ Khaled was really the one that was supplying the tracks. And so he would give me the music and I was like, okay, let me write to it. And I would, write all the lyrics and stuff to the tracks. Then I found a guy named Donovan Scott in Jackson, Mississippi. Bad producer. I mean, one of the coldest producers out there. And he started helping me with some more tracks. And so it started to snowball and to turn into something even bigger and bigger till the very day, till day one. DJ Khaled, once again, he hooked me up with Tony T in the building, one of
Oh,
the
yeah.
best producers out there. I mean, this guy done worked with Abel Hollywood, Jeter Jones, Omar Cunningham.
Yep.
And now I have the honor of working with him right now. So we just finished up a brand new track called Ooh Wee.
I literally just talked to him today. I
Is that
literally just got a phone with him today. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. But that's a bad boy. I mean, he's like the baby face in Southern Soul, man. Everybody want to work with him, and once you get one of his tracks, it's like gold.
Yeah, he literally called today because everybody is running to. We are the first station, and I'm proud to say this, that actually made Southern Soul its own station and its own genre.
Wow.
On our network. So we're trying to help Cali expand that because our station is different than most stations. We only do music 2000 and back because we want that good feeling. So when he brought Southern Soul to me, I couldn't do nothing but put it on there because it stays within what our mission is as far as bringing great music and families back together.
Oh yeah. And that's what it's about. It's just a feel good situation, Anytime, I don't know what you're going through. You may be going through something with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. If you're hearing some good music, you're gonna forget about it for those 5 minutes that the song is playing. And that's what it's about. Whenever you come to my show, that's what you're gonna feel. You're gonna get that old school feel, that feeling that you had back in the day, and you're gonna feel that way. You might have to go home and face reality. But before that, you're gonna enjoy yourselves and have a good time. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. So to some of our guests, like I told you before, my show is, yes, I talk about the highlights, but I also want to talk about what I know to be true because I build businesses for a living and I know what it took to build me. So I consider artists a business. I consider you, that's what you are first. The entertainment part is your fun part of the game, right? So talk about some of the things that you had to overcome to get where you are, because it's not like you're just out there like some Southern Soul that's just starting out. Like you're really out there. Like from what I saw, from what I researched, you're out there. So what are some of the things you had to overcome to get where you were? Like, did you break up with managers? Like, did you have people, those type of things?
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I think every artist have gone through it or will go through some things, to get wherever they want to go. It's just paying your dues, I was on a show with Willie Clayton.
Okay.
And, it was in somewhere in Mississippi. I think Greenville, I think something like that. But anyway, I was like the opening act,
Right.
and I was sitting in my car the whole time. It was an outside show. So I was sitting in my car waiting for them to give me the word to get on the stage. And, I'm right now I'm living in North Carolina. So I'm not in Mississippi. So I travel a long ways to be a part of these Southern Soul shows.
Yeah.
And I was doing a show with Willie Clayton and I was like waiting on my time to get on stage. And it started to rain a little bit.
Oh man.
So next thing you know, nobody said nothing to me. Now, I came all the way to Mississippi got me a room, got me a rental car. You know,
Right.
I mean, I done all of this, and I was waiting in the car. And next thing I know, Willie Clayton jumps on stage. Nobody tells him.
Wow.
So the crowd goes crazy. He does his show, and I'm still sitting in the car, like, wait a minute. So then I get out the car, like, am I, you know, what's going on? And next thing you know, the show was over. So
Wow.
I spent all that money, spent all that time, and I never got to get on stage. Nobody ever got to see me. So it's just a matter of you paying your dues. You know, it's like you're going to go through some hard times and some hardship, but it's only the strong survive, and you have to really want this in order to get there. You got to go through it to get to it. You know,
Yeah,
and
I like that you keep saying paying your dues because I try to preach that to artists all the time. Like, you're not just gonna, no artist just woke up and was successful overnight. No artist, I don't care what the media perceives it to be, nobody just wakes up and say, I'm great today. It
you're
doesn't
right.
work like that.
You're right. You know, and a lot of artists they have to learn that on themselves. You know, they have to go through something in order to see. Oh man, this is what they were talking about. This is what Jason was talking about, and this is what Wade was saying when you said paying your dues. Because I mean, there's going to be a situation where you find yourself in, and you then think the show is going to turn out this way, or the situation is going to turn out that way, but you know it does. So it's about what you do, that will define, who you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, indeed.
And
So
that's the biggest thing, and that's what I love. Go ahead, Top.
yeah, I mean, it's just one of those
I
things.
was just agreeing with it.
Yeah, go ahead, Top. Go on, Top.
No, I was just agreeing with you. I was just agreeing with you, man. Coming from being an artist myself and going through it, it's just something that you go through in order to get to perfect your to get to where you're gonna be. You got to go through it. So it's just everybody has trials and tribulations is what make a man. It's the same way with an artist.
Right. It's so true. So true. And that really says a lot, but it's for anything that you're trying to do, because it's not always going to be exactly where you have it in your mind. It's not always going to work out the way you have it planned out, but it's just about what you do to get back on the track.
Absolutely.
You're trying to go, you're gonna pop off every now and then.
Yeah, it's all about falling and get back up. And
There you
that's
go.
the biggest thing I try to tell people. I'm 20 years in with Push. I started in 2009. And every year I had to add something new to the business, Even though I had people take from me, I lost customers. I talk about my story. So that's why I ask people, like, in your field, in your way, like, hey, you haven't made it where you want to be. Of course, everybody still is reaching for the stars, but to get to where you are now compared to where you were.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that fight is what people need to hear. And I feel like a lot of times we get successful and we don't talk about our past because we want people just to see where we are. But sometimes telling our story helps someone else fight through that other day, right?
Yeah, you're right. And I heard a young lady. I did a show with her, West Dawn. We did a show together a while back, and so we become real good friends. And she was speaking on Facebook about, a lot of people don't realize what us as artists go through. Get to these shows. To prepare for these shows, the outfits, the costumes, and the travel. We have to sometimes lodge our own self, get our own rooms, get our own vehicles. Those things take money. And a lot of times, we may do a show and the promoter might run out, skip out on us, may not pay us. But the audience don't hear that, don't see that. But that's just a thing that as artists, we know, and some of us has been there, has gone through that,
Yep. And I agree, because I've been through it with other artists as clients, and see the promoter dip out on them, or see the promoter. Hell, I've even been the promoter that put on the event and watched somebody steal from my door and we lose. Just be real. Like it's so much that goes into it. So when you hit those type of problems, like what keeps you going in this? It has to be your passion, because nobody's just going to keep taking losses and say, oh, I want to keep doing this. So tell me about your love for this thing that you do, this music, this, like, you got to have a love for it, just music in general, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. I've been doing this, like I said, um, my mom said I started off singing Michael Jackson when I was a kid. I would, she would have company over, and I'd jump in front of them, get on the dance in the living room, and just start dancing and just entertaining everybody. So I
Right.
knew I had this in me. Then it went from to middle school and high school, and I was voted most talented because I knew it's like, okay, this is what I was called to do, and and so venturing off into musicals and acting in theater, and then started really doing some singing and finding my voice. And like I said, it led to a certain sound that I heard, which was that Southern soul music. And I never heard anything like that before, man. I'm like, wait a minute, this it was speaking to me. So
Right.
the more I listened to it, the more I started singing. Then we started doing these shows in Mississippi, and it's like then I started writing these Southern soul songs, and it just became who I am now. And
Yeah.
so,
When I
yeah,
listen to it, it moves you. And I didn't realize how much until Callie started sending me to upload. I can't help but to listen to it because I'm uploading it to the station every time I get the new drives from him. So it's like
right,
as I'm listening to it, I'm like, man. And then when I go back to our numbers and I tell the guys every day, our analytics shows that 8,000 people listen to our station uniquely every day, but majority of those stats come from the Southern Soul tab, and they stay stuck on there for a couple hours. It ain't like they go on there and they leave. They stay stuck
yeah,
for hours. And listening to the music, I could see in your house when you used to grow up, and your mom will be playing the Temptations, and everybody's cleaning, but you don't really seem like cleaning because everybody's playing around and singing the songs and having fun. That's where Southern Soul takes you, right?
yeah. It's that good time, when you didn't have to worry about too much. It just felt good. It was that Saturday morning. You didn't have to go to school, cleaning up the house and drinking some Kool-Aid and
Yeah.
to
Yes. Yeah.
watch Soul Train.
Yes.
But that was that good music, man. But it's something that is growing. Like I said, I'm here in North Carolina, and
Right.
I do a lot of shows in Virginia, and I mean it's huge in Virginia. It's huge in North Carolina, and I'm like, man, I take it up to Canada. They never heard it, but every time I'm there doing a show, I have to now because they request that I do these songs. They want to stand up in it. They want to want to hear some King George or whatever. And it's growing so much, but it's growing everywhere.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're gonna take a small break because I want to get into another one of your songs. This song that I'm rolling into, y'all, is called "Can You Roll It?" And I'm anxious to hear what this sounds like. But we'll be right back after we take this short break, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the show as much as I am.
How you doing, baby? I see you and your girls are here tonight. So y'all gonna get down tonight? Is that right? Well, one thing y'all need to do, baby, is make that thing dirty, baby. Real dirty. Stepping out with your sundress on, babe. High heeled and tight jeans, you got it going on. I see you flossing tonight, but you're not, girl, quite what I like. If you wanna get with me, gotta be a little dirty, babe. I like it dirty, dirty, dirty. Can you make it dirty, dirty, dirty? Ooh, yeah. I want it dirty, dirty.
club, and what did I see? This fine young lady walking right past me. I said, excuse me, but I don't mean you no harm. Can I get your name, number, address? How did you get all that in that dress? Girl, I never seen such a beautiful sight. Can you do me a favor by the end of the night? She said, what is it? Well, I'ma break it on down in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby, can you roll it? Ooh, I wanna see you roll it. Why? Wanna see you roll it. Ooh, can you work that thing, drop that thing, shake that thing like a tambourine? Baby, you're the finest thing up in the club. And girl, that outfit, it fits you like a glove. Can I ask you just one more thing? Can you work that left cheek, right cheek? Ooh, I need some therapy. The way you're moving is driving me insane. Got me crazy, I don't even know my name. She said I can put it on you like a real woman. In about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby, can you roll it? Baby, can you roll it? Wanna see you roll it. You know how I like it, girl. Wanna see you roll it. Ooh, can you work that thing, shake that thing like a tambourine? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, baby, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, baby. See you roll it. Can you roll it like it, like it, like it, like it, girl? Wanna see you roll it. Ooh, can you work that thing, drop that thing, shake that thing like a tambourine? Can you roll it? You know how I like it, girl. Wanna see you roll it. So roll your sexy body, baby, baby, girl. Wanna see you roll it. Work, twerk, work. Like a tambourine. Ooh, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. Baby, can you roll it?
Oh man, he didn't play. Hold on. Hey everybody, we are back. Man. This is a great conversation with my man B Swade McCall. Man, that song is hot, man.
Yes.
How'd you come up with that song, man? I want to roll it. Who going to a trail ride with me? Let's roll it.
Yeah. I actually did that track. D. Scott in Jackson, Mississippi. He gave me that track, and I said, "Man, I gotta come up with something." And one thing about Mississippi and these Southern soul songs, they want you to. I'm gonna let you know what I want you to do, how I want you to do it, and that's what it's all about. Can you roll it? I want to see you roll it. I just come up with that. Want to see you roll it.
That's what made it so great for me, because I was looking at it like, man, he telling her exactly what I want to see you do. Ain't no question about it, nothing. I want to see you roll it.
Exactly. And one thing about me, in my songs, I always, my little trademark is that, ooh wee, babe, ooh wee. It's the ooh wee.
Right.
And so everybody knows me by Mr. Ooh Wee. So the song that I just did with Tony T, it's called "She Got That Ooh Wee," and it was just me, always saying ooh wee, and everybody always know me from the ooh wee. They even got a drink called the ooh wee, because of me, So you go to a bar and you say, "Can I get that ooh wee?" They know what time it is. But yeah,
Got you.
cool, man.
Got you. Well, man, I'm gonna say thank you for coming on board, man. I really do appreciate it.
Oh man, I appreciate you guys, man.
We
Really.
got one last track, but before I play this track and let you go, I want you to introduce this track that we got coming up. But first, I want you to tell people where they can find you, your music, if they want to book you. Like, give these people everything, because we sure gonna put it on our put it. We got you rolling on Nostalgic Radio already, thanks to DJ Khaled. So I have all the tracks. You just sent me brand new tracks, so I'm gonna upload those coming this weekend. So hey, I just want, if they ask me, I want to be able to know where to find you.
There you go. That's what's up. But you can spell my name was Bsuade. So it's B Suede. You know, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook, Instagram, you name it. And you just type my name in and you're gonna find me. I have all my contact information there, my email, my phone number, anything you need, it's right there. I will be, like I said, for New Year's, I will be in Vicksburg, Mississippi, at the Waterview Casino. And then I will be January the 17th, 18th, and 19th in Philadelphia, Mississippi, doing a show at the casino there. But I'm all over. And, you know, one thing about me is I'm going to keep doing what I do. Keep doing this for the ladies. That's what it's about. If the ladies going to be there, the fellas going to come because the ladies are there.
Absolutely. Hey, if you don't understand marketing, that's the best marketing ever. I don't care what anyone say.
There you go. There you go. Bring the ladies out so the fellas gonna come. But yeah, you can find me anywhere. Just look up B Suede and I'm there, baby.
Hey, B, I know you're busy, man. I appreciate you coming on. Sorry we couldn't catch up last week. I knew it was like running because I was running just as well. But this last track is called I Got It. You got it as one name, but I got it sent over to me, and it's called Snapper. So I really want to know how this song came about.
Like I said, you know, it's one of those things where sing about a Southern soul, you got to kind of think a little differently. You know, I think the first Southern soul song I ever heard was it's about my dog trying to beat your cat or something like that. Something crazy. It was like that. So when I wrote lyrics for a Southern soul song, man, you got to think outside the box. So when I say she got that snapper, woo, you know what I'm talking about.
Right. I do.
Yes.
That's why I said it. I can't say it, but yes, I do. Yes, I do. But we're gonna get into this, man. And I want to have you on at a later date as well after you do your show. But we want to go ahead and get this song going. And I thank you for coming by, man. Stay with us through the rock out of the song. You know, come to the green room and rock out with us. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
Guys, thank you so much.
Hey, Top, we're gonna jump into this song. We're gonna jump into this song real quick. We just had our other guest come into the studio, but I do want to give B Suede. I gotta hear this track, man. From the
Let's check it out, man. Let's put some fire ass in.
Right.
can't talk. If you wanna know your name, baby. Just say ooh wee. Oh, she got that ooh wee, baby. Wait a minute, she put it down so crazy. Sure enough, do baby. Makes me wanna find out, lady. Ooh wee, baby, is a good baby. So good. While the some of that honey dropping finger licking. She got that ooh wee, baby. Ooh wee, baby. She got that ooh wee, baby. Ooh wee, baby. She got the snap. She got that snap. That juicy juice. That juicy juice. Mess around and put you to sleep with that ooh wee. She got that ooh wee, baby. Baby, yeah. She put it down so crazy. Put it down so crazy. She makes me wanna find out, lady. Can I find out? Is it good, baby? Is it good, baby? Try the some of that honey dropping finger licking. She got that ooh wee, baby. Ooh. She got that ooh wee, baby. Make you wanna slap somebody. Ooh, she got the snapper. She got the snapper, baby. That juicy juice. Mess around and put you to sleep with that ooh wee.
Shit.
Hey everybody, we are back. We are back. What's up, Mr. 21 Joe? I hope you're enjoying the first part of the show. I know you
Hey
love the
man,
music. We in the green room rocking it out.
hey man. I've been sitting down taking my little old, getting my little old shit in order, you know what I mean? And I'm just loving it, man. You know, when you drop real music, you know, it fuck with me. You know, I write, so you know, it fuck with me. You know what I mean? When you say
Right,
something, you say,
right.
hey, that snapper, hey man, goddamn. You know what
Hey,
I'm
and
saying?
then,
Hit a nigga with
hey,
that
and then
bitch, it's like, yes,
and then we get
yes,
told that's an exclusive.
yes.
Nobody else played it. Nobody else had it. We got it first, and man, I'm happy to deliver it first, man, on nostalgia.
That's an exclusive.
And I appreciate that, man. Like real talk, y'all. So it's going to be playing on our station. If you want to go check it out, the website is online, nostalgicradio.online. Make sure you do the .online, not .com, because I don't know them guys. We know what we do on our side, right? But man, so Top,
That's right.
this person I'm bringing up next, man. It's been about, I think Callie introduced me to him about 3 weeks ago, and I think we've been on the phone every day since then. I got tons of mixes provided for him.
Okay.
He's a big in the Southern Soul market as far as mixtapes. His mixtapes, one mixtape I saw was 1 million downloads. Then the next one was almost close to 1 million. Like when I say these mixtapes are hot, then to talk with this gentleman and for him to say, hey, Jay, I want to come on board and I want to be able to not just help you with the radio station, but come on and do my own mixtape show podcast and to bring his wife on to do her Christian podcast.
Okay.
Now
anything is good with God, you know.
is major to me. So guys, I want y'all to understand this man is not just he's a team member, he's part of the Nostalgic family, and that's big to me, because we get a lot of people calling us, right? That's, hey, we want to do this, but everything comes with a dollar amount, which we don't mind paying, but at the end of the day, why not grow with us as we grow and build? If you see what you see in us, why not grow with us, right? That's what we look at for the most part. So I want to bring on my man, DJ Trans, man. Welcome to the platform, DJ Trans.
Yo,
What's up,
going
Trans?
on?
What's up, baby?
What's
What's
poppin'?
up?
What's
What's
poppin'?
that?
Poppin'! What's happening, y'all?
Man. So I've been
Paradise, baby.
I've been telling everybody on the team about you, Trans. I added you to the group, but we haven't been talking in there much because we've been so much on the phone trying to get this together. Um, I want you to introduce yourself, man. Tell everybody who you are, how long you've been doing this. Give these people some background knowledge because I can talk about you, but not better than what you could talk about
That's right.
you.
That's right. I've been doing this for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And I started off, in California, actually, as a young DJ. You know what I'm saying, rocking with, you know what I'm saying, the Knights of the Turntables as a young kid and stuff like that. So I started DJing first. I moved to Tampa and fell in love with the bass sound. You know what I'm saying? Started DJing in Tampa Bay at different clubs and stuff. And then I said, you know what, I want to do this kind of music. So I started off with my own you know what I'm saying, I started off with my own record label with my partner. We did all right. We were doing all right. You know what I'm saying? We were kids. We really didn't know what we were doing.
Right.
But this dude, his name was Underwood, and you know what I'm saying, he believed in me, and he had a little drum machine, and I fell in love with the drum machine. I said, let me get down on that drum machine, bro. So he said, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, you can get down on that drum machine. I said, yeah, let me get down on that. So I started beating on it, and he liked it. He was like, man, yeah, you do know how to use this thing. So you
Right.
know what I'm saying, we started our own. You know, he opened up an office in Tampa and started his own record label, and he had a little money, and we made a record and it hit. And
Right.
it was a step song back in the day called Slam,
Okay.
and we came out with a group called Quad Force that was on, you know what I'm saying, they got picked up by another label, and you know what I'm saying, the rest is history. And then I came out with my own solo album, which I did a gold record called Ride Out,
Okay.
and went on tour with the 69 Boys, 95 South. You know what I'm saying? And we went on tour and I started making music with them boys. Started that movement, you know? And been doing it ever since, man. Just, you know, in the hip hop realm, you know, worked with Universal, been on tour with numerous acts, you know what I'm saying? Opened up for Lil Wayne, T-Pain. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? You know, you could, whoever you could name as far as, you know, in the 2000 realm, the early 2000s, you know, we opened for, DJ
Okay.
for, and you know what I'm saying, made that music, and I've been doing it ever since. You know what I'm saying? I just got off a Rock Nation deal. Had a song with a female artist named Venus, and that was number 25 on the charts. We were on tour for a little while with Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
And yeah, so I just got out of that thing, you know what I'm saying, you know, in 2022, you know, and you know what I'm saying, the deal was all right, you know what I'm saying. I really didn't too much control the deal, you know what I'm saying. I went through another record label, and you know what I'm saying, but it was a good experience. I learned a lot from the experience. And
And that's sometimes that's better than the money. I
yeah,
tell people that, but people don't want to understand that. They don't want to know that. They think that it's better to get paid. And I'm like, sometimes what the white people call an internship is better than what the pay is. If you
right.
come out of there learning how to do it yourself, right?
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying, I was you know, I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying. I learned how, you know, well, I've always known how majors work, but you know what I'm saying, working in the new school of things, you know, with these streams is a lot different from the old school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, when people used to buy records.
Right. Absolutely.
Me personally, I like when people bought records.
Because
I
you
like,
got 100% of your money. Yeah, I agree with you. I
yeah,
like that too.
yeah, man, you know what I'm saying. But um after that, you know what I'm saying, I took a chill, you know what I'm saying. I took care of, you know, took care of my wife, took care of my peoples, you know what I'm saying, and you know, and just chilled out for a second. And now, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing Southern Soul, uh, going into that realm, which, you know what I'm saying, I don't consider my music to be Southern Soul all the way or trail ride. It's kind of like, I call it Metro Soul, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, or Country City, as you say, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the city, but I live in the country. So, you know what I'm saying? So I have city roots, but you know what I'm saying, I've grown into the country living. So, you know what I'm saying? So I believe that, you know, I got the best of both worlds. But my music is a little provocative sometimes, and you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, he talking about snappers, and I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, riding bulls. So,
Hey man, this is what I love though. I love that you are so versatile because a lot of DJs they get caught up in the one direction. And the
right.
fact that you can go when I look at your mixtape series, I even did a video that I sent it to you that I put out with all your mixtapes together to show the dynamics of your work because it shows Southern Soul. Then it showed, I think on one of them it had Boosie and a bunch of rappers in the back. And on another, and I'm like, so that versatility, like when did you expand your catalog? How did you as you started doing these mixtapes, when did you realize like, hey, I can't get stuck in one genre?
Um, when I discovered it, because you know what I'm saying, I own a recording studio, and I record a lot of youth. A lot of youth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids come to me. I'm talking about 21, you know what I'm saying, to 25 to 30 years old. A lot of youth come to my studio, and they keep me up to date of what's really going on out here as far as the rap scene,
Okay.
as far as the new rap scene. So when I
Right.
record them, I hear the blends and what they do and the backgrounds and especially what they talk about. Now, not necessarily I like what they talk about all the time, but you know what I'm saying, that's their world. And I remember,
Absolutely.
yeah, I remember when we were younger, you know what I'm saying, Trick Daddy wasn't an angel.
True. Absolutely true.
You know what I mean? And Biggie Smalls, you know what I'm saying, he was talking about the 10 crack commandments. So I mean, it's not too far fetched, but you know what I'm saying, back then it was a little bit more lyrical, but it was gritty, it was street, and the streets are gritty. So you know what I'm saying, and them kids are out there. They're the new generation that's out on the streets. I pray for them all the time, you know what I'm saying, to make sure, they you know what I'm saying, pray for them because, you know what I'm saying, so they'll reach to our plateau to 50 years old.
Right.
And or 40 years old, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of these kids are getting snuffed out on the street. So I record these kids, and the kids have given me an insight on the new school, but the trail ride and Southern soul music gives me an insight on what, you know what I'm saying, the mature crowd is listening to.
Right.
The mature
Absolutely.
crowd. So basically, I made up my mind, I said, you know what, since I have a little bit of what they have and a little bit of what the audience, the Southern Soul audience has, I'll, see if I can, you know what I'm saying, put the two together.
Right.
And lately I've been hearing a lot of the Southern Soul music and trail ride music is getting real rhythmic. It's getting faster.
Yes.
More dancey, you know what I'm saying, more danceable. You know what I'm saying, because the Southern Soul is starting to get played in the clubs heavy. So, you know what I'm saying? So me personally, that's how I did it. I just like, know that over here, the kids, they like energy. They got a lot of energy. They got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, things to say. Southern Soul, they like to tell stories. And like I said, I like the Southern Soul because on my part, they, you know what I'm saying, it's just good, clean, fun music.
Right. Well, I want to get into one of your songs right now. Not the one we gonna save that one, but we're gonna get into one that I like personally. I used it on your video and I wanted to hear the full track because using the video, I kind of cut up the pieces to get the best parts. But guys, I want y'all to hear this track from one of his tapes because man, I play it all day at my house and we love it. So
that's right. That's right. I don't know which one.
come at me. I don't play no games. I'm living free. I need you, but don't waste my time. I'm Aquarius. I'll be just fine. You complain about this, you complain about that. Talking nonsense, not knowing the facts. Sit down, shut up, whatever, and listen to me. You can kiss my butt if you're looking for a teacher. I really don't care. That's right. I'm finished. So let the door hit you with the good Lord's picture. Chef ENT then said his piece. Woo, what a stress relief. And she knows she be wildin'. She knows she be wildin'. She knows she be wildin'. Yeah. Please don't waste my time. Please don't waste my time. I'm quite busy, so tell me what you wanna do. All you gotta do is tell me the truth. If you ain't checking for what I'm all about, then you can pack it up and get the hell out.
Man, we're gonna come back, man. I really love that track, man. The day one that you sent it to me, I took it and made it one of the videos on the remix on the mixtape video, and I've been playing it ever since. Like it's part of my daily playlist.
Man, thank you. Yeah, that's a brand new cut right there.
Yeah.
Brand new, you know what I'm saying? Brand new cut, man. You
So
know,
go ahead.
well, that's featuring Z-Man and the Chef the Entertainer. Shouts out to them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing on the record. But yeah, yeah, don't waste my time.
Yeah, I'm all about that. I've been playing that in remix for the last couple of days. If you know what I do, you know a lot of people call me and it's like a lot of time wasted. And I was like, man, and so now I just play the song. Like, hey, I
Right,
don't have time for that. But
right.
tell the audience some of the things that I know about you that I found out, like some of your affiliations, some of the things that you got going on and what's coming up for you.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm affiliated with Fleet DJs. I am a Fleet DJ. My division is Georgia. You know, saying, we break records, of course, and they made me part of that family. So I'm very honored to be part of that family. I also do, saying, like you said at the beginning, I do my mixtapes, and they've been very, very informed. Very. It's given a whole nother platform for Southern Soul artists to be heard. So
Absolutely.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, I love that. It's to the fact that as far as like the future, I'm working on an album. It's called Metro Jukin. And also I'm gonna be doing a TV show, yeah, a TV countdown with my man here, with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that show is going to be like a top 10 Southern Soul Trail Ride, grown folk
Right.
top 10 videos.
And
And
that's what I wanted to talk about because I want you to talk about why we're doing that part because that's major, and a lot of part that people don't get is that part is major for us.
right, right. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to give, because there's a lot of videos out there, but there's no, I don't think, and I don't know,
Top, whatever's
Dollar,
playing. Top,
is
I
there,
think your background is playing top. Is still playing the music.
No, I don't have nothing planned.
Okay, yeah,
I
it
ain't
just
got
went off.
nothing planned.
Okay, it just went off when you
I ain't
started.
got nothing planned.
Okay, go ahead.
oh, I was going to Dollar. Is there a Southern Soul video show out?
Yeah, there's not
No,
one. I can tell you that right now.
no,
No.
We
no, no,
researched that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well there is
no.
one. No, there is one now. That we're gonna do it.
And that's the biggest
We're
part
gonna
about
do it.
why I wanted you to come on, because I wanted to introduce you. I had to talk about. I actually got approached by another Fleet DJ team. I brought you up in the conversation. They actually knew who you were, so now they're willing to come on board. But you had already told me what you were putting together for us. So to me, I'm grateful. I wanted my team to understand who you were, who and the things you do.
Right.
Because a lot of people on Nostalgic, especially my board, they are all artists.
Right.
I'm the only one that I can't rap. I can sing, but I ain't trying to.
You're gonna
And-
sing if she tell you to sing.
That's right. Especially if she put that snap on you.
No, she already put it on it. She already put that snap on it.
But I'm not playing with y'all, for real, for real.
I'm just saying.
Now we really family. But no,
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Oh,
so the thing about it is, I wanted them to know who you were, because I talk about you a lot on all our calls.
Right.
And I was just like, I got a great show coming on, but the even better show that I want to talk about is your wife's show.
Right. Yeah.
I know
Yeah, right.
we're going to do the music part, but she's doing something that we walk in over here every day.
Right.
And that's what I want you
what's
to
she
talk
doing?
about.
What's she doing?
She's doing a gospel segment. It's going to be it's basically going to be like church online, but she's incorporating videos into, and so instead of like praise and worship, you can imagine her playing, Hezekiah Walker or Marvin Sapp during that period, and then she's going to talk about the word. That's what she do. She's been she was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and she was in the hospital for 8 months, and she couldn't walk, she couldn't talk, she couldn't do anything. She was bedbound, and now she's walking and talking, and God just brought her back. I mean, I seen it with my own eyes. So you know what I'm saying. So her testimony is awesome.
Yes.
And she really, this platform will basically put her in the world, so she can tell her story, and tell everybody like, hey, this is this is my story, and preach the word, and expose gospel artists as well.
Absolutely. And that's what I wanted you to hear, because that's going to be the great part that I love, especially because she'll be our first Sunday show.
Right. Yeah, she's wonderful, and you know what I'm saying, she's very professional, and she's excited about the show, and she's ready to rock and roll. As you see, I got to get another camera,
Right.
because I don't know what my grandson did to my camera. I think he put some bubble gum in it or something. I don't know what he did to it. But it's all blurry, and what I mean? I have no idea what's going on. But
Nah,
you know what I'm saying.
you're good over here. You're good.
But what I'm the show is going to be it's going to be a hour and a half, 2 hour show of it's going to be a never before church video show.
Yes.
Intertwining the ministry. She's going to do ministry. She's going to preach and tell her testimony, have guests and stuff like that, and play videos, for the praise and worship segment. So that'll be able to expose like 2 or 3 videos per show.
Yep. And that's absolutely lovely for me, man. And I thank you for coming on, man. I know it was tight getting you in here, but I do want to, before you go, you got one more song that I know is hot. And Top, I think you going to like this song.
Top is a hard critic. Top, he said, man, that ain't real Southern soul, boy. I'll show you some soul. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get some cornbread in here or something.
But this song is called Bull. Ride that bull.
Okay.
Bull rider.
Bull rider. That's
I-
what I'm trying to say.
I'm trying to, but a lot of women that have this song mixed with screw. This song is not just about. It's not the sexual aspect. You know what I'm saying? This song is about, can you hang with your man?
Right.
Basically,
Absolutely.
that's the main focus of the song. But you
And
know,
that's what I was going to ask you to explain. Like, what made you come up with the concept of the song?
yeah, the hanging there. You know, you're a bull rider, which means will you hanging with your man? But you know what I'm saying, on the tip of the verses, you know what I'm saying, you know, can't you, you know what I'm saying, can you ride? Can you ride, period? You know, but and some of them can't because they can't handle the bull. You know, and a bull is a full grown man. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about we ain't little boys, we bulls.
Absolutely.
I ain't a calf.
Hey, Trans, real quick before we get into this track, because when we come back, we jump into our topic of the day, me and Top.
Yo.
Tell them where they can find you. Tell them where they can go get the mixtapes at. Give them your whole revel. Man, tell these people where they can go make you some money at.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Listen, no, well, first of all, you can, you know, my IG is at I am DJ Trans, Twitter at DJ Trans, TikTok, which might not be on too long, but it's at I am DJ Trans. You know what I'm saying? You can hit me up at I am DJ Trans .fleetdjs.com if you want to send me some records for the mix show or videos. It doesn't matter. Either for the video show or for the mixtape. It doesn't matter. You know, or both. And also, you know, we got a lot of things coming up as far as showcases and stuff like that. We even got some stuff that that's going down right here at the radio station, and we're gonna be doing showcases and a lot of stuff here. So
I'm ready.
Y'all stay tuned.
2025. Trust me, we all are.
Yeah,
I thank you for coming on, man. I understand you had a lot going on to get here, but I appreciate you at least showing up for me.
I'm glad to be here, man. You know,
Appreciate.
man, I love y'all.
Appreciate
Man. I'm glad I'm part of this team. Let's form like Voltron. I'm ready, dog.
Yeah. Let's eat. Let's
Hey,
eat.
here's the bull.
Look at here, fellas. What up? Ain't nothing like a woman that know how to ride. You ain't lying. I'm talking about a bull rider. Yeah, that's right. A buckaroo bonsai. She know what to do. She know how to ride. She is a bull rider. She can ride. She is a bull rider. And I know she can ride. She can ride. She can ride. She'll never get tired. She her, she got it. Hey, OT private, everybody watching. Lady in the streets, but a freak of hey, private. She can still drop it low, all the way to the floor. Moving the body like she at the rodeo. And I still can't believe she can ride like that. Baby girl, don't be looking in my eyes like that. When you walk out the door, I'ma call right back. Cause I know one thing that's fact.
Know how to ride. She is a bull rider. She is a bull rider. She can ride. She is a bull rider. She is a bull rider. She know how to ride. She is a bull rider. She is a bull rider. She can ride. She is a bull rider. She is a bull rider. Yeah, she can ride. She can ride all night. And she can
Hey everybody, we are back, man. I had some great guests on the show, man. One of them that just became family with the Nostalgic family. I really love that about the way we're moving and growing, man. It's like we growing faster than what we thought. We playing this out, but I don't think we playing this far that fast.
Well, you know, God is good.
Absolutely. I'll take that.
Yeah, well, when you pray about it, you don't have to worry about it. It's gonna handle up.
Absolutely. And we talk about, man, we're not getting that many likes, but when we go back and look at the views after the show goes off, I'm like, I don't care who's on live because they're going back and watching, right? And the fact that we're on a lot of platforms, I have to put all those numbers together to make us see what our real numbers are, because everybody's not coming in from YouTube. Everybody's not coming in from Facebook. So I love what we're doing, man. But I want to get back to one. I want to actually, man, I feel like we need to take a moment of silence for the families in Wyoming, for real.
So let's do that. Okay.
And dear Lord, we just want to say we pray for the shooter as well, because it had to be something going on, man, for him to be a
Hold
kid.
on. You pray for the shooter. You
Okay.
praying for the shooter.
I will.
Yeah, not me.
Okay. Well, I'll pray for the shooter. Let me correct myself.
Yeah, I ain't praying for that motherfucker.
Because he was a kid as well, and him being whatever mental state he was in.
So, are the parents getting charged?
They haven't released yet. I'm not sure. I would have to go follow up, which I planned on doing tomorrow.
I was at work today, and we had a bunch going on, so I didn't get the chance to really dive into it. When you told me about it, I Googled it and all that, but I didn't get a lot of detail, but I got the basics of it.
Yeah, just the basics came out today. Not really what's going to happen going forward. I believe the parents should be charged.
Yeah, they should be charged. Who responsibility is that boy?
Absolutely. I do believe that.
Where did he get the gun from? I mean, we need to know what's going on with our kids. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just not the school's responsibility to prepare for a mass shooting. It's a place of education, guys. There's no need for the gun there.
Right. For real. And
I understand the needs for guns, but not there.
That
It's
kind
like
of
a hospital. It's like a church. Certain places, there is no need for the gun.
Absolutely.
And we living in a sad time to where the pastor got to have a gun.
And that's what was really like what went through my mind. Like, now we got to train our kids on survival, and we got to train our not junior high, not elementary. I mean, not high school kids who can
elementary.
We're talking elementary kids who can't even comprehend what is going on.
Life and death.
And one thing the chief of police stated in Wyoming that I thought was really, really great for him to say that is, we don't, now that the worst part is over, right? Now we got to deal with no, now that that part is over, we have to deal with the worst part, and that's the mental problems that come when you at school 1 minute having fun, and the next minute you're watching people being gunned down. Imagine the kids that were in the classroom, because one of them that were killed was a teacher, and imagine your teacher being shot down in front of you. Like, there's really no fixing that in a child's head, because at that age, like I told you before, between the ages of 2 and 7, that can change a kid's whole life trajectory.
Right. Right. Well, that's the most important part of your learning process. That's when you first start to put stuff together. And if
Yeah.
you ever get traumatized like that, it's a fucked up thing, because how do you take that out of your mind and even ration it, because you don't understand life and death yet? And there it is, death right there in front of you as a 7 or 8-year-old in the first or second, third grade, and your teacher getting gunned down, trying to protect
Absolutely.
one of y'all.
And that's the biggest thing, right? That's the thing that we don't pay attention to as a society anymore. It used to
No.
be your brothers and sisters were there. You made sure the parents talked to us about safety. Now, like I said, the age gap has to be a biggest issue in our community right now, because now you got 25-year-old mamas with 10-year-old kids. So instead of being a parent or a dad, the same way, I don't want to make it seem like we're talking about one or the other. They're both held responsible. But the problem is, like, you see a lot of people being their kids' friends, and they want to do TikToks with them, and they want to play along with them, and they want to play around with them. And I'm not questioning the parenting, because you may be disciplining them off camera. But one thing that we were told when we were little, my parents used to always say, I'm your parent, I'm never your friend.
That's right.
They didn't
That's right.
become my friend until they got older, and I could comprehend what that really meant. But that came with a line of respect. And now you see that line of respect. I see kids cussing out their moms. I see kids cussing out their grandparents. No respect for authority. No respect. I mean, we used to be told if somebody had a badge or they were in a uniform, that you respect them and let me go deal with whatever
If
happened.
they were an adult, it could be a bigger kid or older kid. At a certain age
Absolutely.
point, you go tell your parent.
Hey,
At a
absolutely.
certain age, if you 10 and he 20, you go tell your parent. At a
Yep.
certain age, you go tell it, hey man, old boy over there fucking with me.
Yeah, absolutely. But now they feel like, I think social media has given everybody a voice. So now, even with what me and Melissa go through, the kid, you tell them to do something and they're like, why? So now I've just started being like, I had to warm myself up, get myself in there. But then I was like, you know what? No. If I say something, just do it. It ain't no why.
That's right.
Ain't no negotiation. Ain't no da da da. And some
Well,
people may be like, well, that's barbaric because they have an opinion. No, they don't.
no, if they ain't paying bills, they don't have no opinion.
You don't have a thought process. If you still rely on me to eat and rely on me to get you back and forth and rely on me for everything, you don't have a thought process in this.
No, none at all. None at all. If you ain't paying your bills, I don't even want your advice.
Right.
I don't even want your suggestions. You can tell me what you need, and then I will ration that out as I can give it to you.
Absolutely. And like I say, just looking at this whole situation, if parents, and this ain't our first school shooting, there's probably been a lot more that they haven't put on the news. This one would just happen at a Catholic school. So, it got more exposure because that's the way our media is set up, that what seems bad needs to be really pushed to that level, right? But at what point do we say, okay, I understand you say it's the parents, got it. But at what point do we put a responsibility on the parents about the responsibility of gun control? And not saying take away guns from you, saying what part are you held responsible when your little 10-year-old can walk to school with a gun that's probably from your lockbox, if the parents should be held somewhat accountable.
Not somewhat, all of the what? That's their responsibility. It's not the school's responsibility to prepare other 10-year-olds to get shot at, other 8-year-olds to get shot at. That's not what the teachers are there for, and that's not what the kids are there for. That's not what the staff is there for. So it's somebody's responsibility. Now, whose kid is this walking to school with this gun out of daddy's box, out of mama's drawer? Whose kid is that? No one's talking to these children, man. And
Absolutely.
I'm just stuck there to saying the parents should be charged with it. If the kid done passed away, God bless his soul. Now, what time would
Oh,
that kid had got for that if they didn't die? Well, how much time
absolutely.
would the parent should automatically get that? Automatic. It shouldn't be for no probation, no you do 10 years on a 20-year. No. Whatever they was gonna get, they should have to do it day for day.
Absolutely. And that's the biggest thing when it comes down to it. To when we talk about things like this topic, you know me, I'm getting a little emotional, so I'm trying to hold it in because that when I heard it, I immediately think about my sons. I think about my nephews. I think about your kids. I think about Woods. I think about we have people still in these positions that could possibly, you could wake up tomorrow and call me. You did, in fact, call me about the shooting that happened at your school. It's like these things, at what point do we, and I understand that some communities the parents are working and the kids are by themselves, and that's where you're saying rebuild. We need to get back to where the community, because it used to be a point in time that yes, I didn't have my daddy at my house, but I had my grandma, and if I went down the street, there was family that we call cousins, that if I got in trouble down there, we got whooped down there. But now we have went away from that because the law says can't nobody hit your kid, and I'm like, yes they can if you give them permission.
That's right. That's right. Beat they ass.
Right. But we are such a sensitive, emotional. Candace Owens said it correctly. We now live in a world of emotional, unstable creatures that they believe that whatever they want to do, they can do.
Right.
And
Right.
if you take consequences into effect of that, then we stop telling truths and they start believing lies, which incorporated where we're at today, right? That's
No
where I,
doubt. No doubt. Well, see, what she was saying was common sense is not common anymore. It's like she was saying, she made a great point. I was watching some stuff she had out, and she was saying, well, certain things is just truth. See, it don't matter if you agree with it or not. A boy is a boy and a girl's a girl. That's just truth. Now, what they grow up to be, what they decide to do, what they like, don't like, that's all objective. That's all
exactly.
objective.
It's all
It's all,
feelings.
but certain things, your race, you don't have a choice. If you're born black, you black. I mean, okay. If you're born Chinese, you Chinese. No, but you don't have a choice. You may identify with another race more than your own, but you still who you are. And that's the part that she was saying that that just touched me to where nothing's, you gonna tell me that a school teacher, a nurse can tell my son that he got the right to be a girl.
Right. And what she was talking about was called opti, objectification. Can't say it right, guys. Sorry. But it literally is saying that everything around us is objective, that they can literally just say whatever they want to say, and we're all supposed to believe it. Because if we fight against it, then we're racist.
Right.
Then we're against them. I was watching a guy today. He went live, and I kind of follow him because he talks about some real, and he's from that alphabet community and everything like that. But what I loved about what he said was, he said, you guys in my community, he was talking to his community. He said, in that LGBTQTA, whatever community, he said, I just can't remember all the letters, so I apologize. But at the end of the day, he says, you guys get mad because somebody comes out and tells you truthfully directly that you can be who you are, but I just am not for it. And then you want to call them homophobic and you want to call them this. He said, but I rather for that person to tell me who they are. And I don't understand the problem. And that's where we're saying truth. I don't have to like what you like. You don't have to like what I like. But the
Right.
truth of the matter is we have to respect each other. I respect that you like that, but I don't have to be around it. Friend, family, foes don't matter. There used to be a saying that said, where my nose ends, your life begins. And that's
That's
a
right.
true statement.
That's right. That's right.
Because we all used to live by the motto of step in my square and you got a problem. There's a
That's
square
right.
around where I stand. If you come up in my square, I have all right to defend myself. That is an actual part of the law.
Right.
I felt threatened because you were this close.
Right.
So with that objectification, she was saying, quit. Why do we have to live with the lies? And when I say these kids, even the shooter, and like I said, I'm kind of torn because yes, he was a kid and he died, but at the same time, he caused his own downfall, right? So my whole point to that is, when it comes to something like that, I believe the parents need to be held accountable because that little boy probably was confused, torn up, no telling what was going on at home, violence. He had to see the violence from somewhere.
Probably, you saying he was probably tore up? He went to school with a gun and killed a teacher. Probably tore up. Come on now. See, we got to tell the truth if we're going to talk about this shit.
Right.
Yes, something is
I agree.
wrong with the boy, and the daddy and mama ass need to get it. Need to put gas on their ass and throw a cigarette light over there.
I agree. So I take back the word probably. I was just trying to be, I told you I'm having a hard time trying to be politically correct, but I got to play the role because of the new
Tell the
job.
truth. Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
I know. But yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, he was, because there probably was violence. Like they say, bullies beat up bullies. Bullies become bullies because they were bullied.
With anything, pedophiles, the whole nine.
Exactly. You
The
become
same
one.
thing.
Yep. And I don't care what anybody say. They try to tell me that's not true, but it is yet not to be proven true.
Every one of them I know. Every one of them that I know.
Yep. That if they were messed with as a kid, they more likely are going to mess with a kid. It's just what it is. But let me ask you this question, though, because I really want to ask this question on that topic because we switched over to there. I consider, if you're 21 or 60, let me say this. I consider, this is my thoughts and this is my truths. If you're 60 years old and you mess with a 19-year-old girl, I put you in that same category. Why? Because you probably got daughters her age, you probably got nephew or nieces her age, and that fantasy stems from watching one of them grow up that you thought was so beautiful, but you knew it was wrong to touch. And I'm not saying that I'm right about it. I'm asking a general question, like, how do you feel about that? Because I just see it as that same mindset. And I
feel like this. I'm 56.
Yep.
My daughter's 30. I can't talk to nobody under 50.
Absolutely.
Because of the age bracket that I'm in. Now, as far as me judging another cat, if that's how he want to float his boat, to me, he's a pedophile. And if he mess with a 19-year-old, he'll mess with a 17-year-old because they still kids. And I look at them like I do with the kids at school. Okay, some of the little girls be all built up and all that. Man, that's a kid. Get away from me. You want to blow pop or something? Get away from me. Go to class. No, I mean, it's a kid, though.
Absolutely. And I'm laughing, but I'm being for real. This is something that I really do think about. And I'm like, I have nieces that I raised. And I have, even when, and I'm not just talking on a man's side, I'm talking even from a woman when they go grab a younger man.
Well, that's okay with me.
Okay, but for me, it's still the same thing because I'm
No,
like,
no, no. Man, boy got to practice. We got to practice. Why not practice on that well endowed motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
I understand, but here's the thing though: a lot of those kids aren't ready for something like that, and when that happens, so
No.
I'll give you a quick little story. So our babysitter when I was little, she used to every time my mom used to leave with me, my brother, my cousins, we all stayed together. The babysitter used to just get naked, just start taking off her clothes. Real talk. Now we couldn't have been nothing but 10, 11.
Ooh,
No.
that must have been a beautiful thing.
And don't get me wrong, I like girls, so it was a great thing. But then my cousin started doing things with her. And till this day, he deems that back to when he became a deviant because he wasn't ready for that type of.
Right, right,
And I
right.
still think that's true to this day. Like when you're not there, you're
Certain
not
people, yeah. With certain people, yes, sir.
there.
Yes, sir. See, for me, when I was younger, we had a babysitter, and I ain't gonna call her name, but every time I got in the tub, she played with me, and I just loved it. When I come in the house, I run straight. I start running bath water. I just loved it. You know what I mean? So,
Then I
uh,
started running bath water.
yeah, my first little old piece of pussy and everything. So I just loved it. I kept the secret. I still keep the secret. I don't give a shit. Nope. Hell no.
So there is a different site. So we're gonna touch more on this when we come back next after Christmas break, guys. This is our last week of Nostalgic Radio. Tomorrow we do have Real Talk Dallas with my man, Mr. 21 Joe. We do have Wednesday, my man Woody Wood. Wednesday night at 9, we do have my girl Christina with a K, Wisdom and T.
Hey,
Then we have Thursday, my man, CEO Man, Street Made TV and radio. Um, Talk, go ahead. It's your time. Close this out, man.
oh man, I just want to first, man. We need to pray for all those kids and everybody that's been traumatized. There's just no way that we can really fix it. We can just pray about it, and if you pray about it, you don't worry about it. So I want to make sure I put that in the air that we really, really need to take control of our kids, man. And I don't care if you ain't been in their life. I don't care what you got to do. That's your responsibility. And it's time that we stepped up, the black man, and got back in our kids' life. I don't care what kind of relationship you got with the mama. I don't care how much y'all argue and don't like each other. Y'all like each other enough to make life. Now deal with it. When we were growing up, you had people that was together for 18 years. Them kids graduate high school, then them kids get divorced. But they got them kids out there and started. Even though that's not enough, they was together enough to let them see and get what they need to get out here and scratch. We got to do better, man, with our kids, with our fundamentals of race, of teaching love, man. We need to love on ourselves more instead of hate on ourselves. Instead of comedians, it's a great thing to laugh, but we need to love more. Love more. If we can do that, we can start the healing process. But until we can start loving ourselves, man, for who we are, our shortcomings and all, because everybody don't have the perfect smile. Everybody don't have that perfect nose. Everybody be happy with you. Be happy with what God made you out of. You can shine. Look at some of these clowns on TV and on your computers. Look at how they look. Are they really that? Do they look that good to you? No, they don't. No, they don't. I'm not even calling nobody out. I'm just saying the perspective of where we are mentally. We need to start loving on ourselves more, man. You need to spend, I mean, men need to go get their feet and nails done. Did you hear me? A
Yep.
man needs to go get his feet and nails done. Now, you ain't supposed to paint them and all that old bullshit, but you supposed to go get that cleaned up. Go get them seed about, man. You laying in bed next to her. You don't want all busted, beat up ass feet. No, you don't want her feet beat up. She don't want yours beat up. These are some of the things that we need to do, man. We need to start eating better. We need to start watching our diet. Damn what they talking about and out. Man, we need to start paying attention. We know we supposed to bake our fish and our chicken and all that. We know now. We know now we supposed to eat kale and what we supposed to be doing. It's time out for the bullshit.
Right.
As a black race, we got to start first in our houses. And I'm telling y'all, if we do that, man, if you just start in your house and they go out in the community and they sit when they not away from us, you'll be surprised at how little Bobby and little Michelle and little Kendra and little Derek and them are being like, no, we don't need that salt, man. We just not like salt.
He's such a man.
We're not gonna eat this fried chicken. We're gonna get the baked chicken.
Absolutely.
And it's because of what you putting in them is what comes out when the sun is out. See, when you plant a seed, you're not there all day with it when the sun is on. And so when the sun is out, this is what you see. You see fresh air. You see fresh life. You see people starting to understand each other and loving on each other. We don't have to hate on each other for something that we don't have because they have something that we don't have. Man, we going to have to do better by each other one way or another, man. We're going to have to raise these kids. And I know it's hard. I know it is, man. But we're in a predicament right now to where we got generation dead. Generation dead. We done went from the hospitals to the post office and all that old shit. People coming up to work, gonna kill everybody. Yeah, okay, if I'm dying, I'm shooting this motherfucker up and all that. To where now we at the churches and the schools. Now y'all make that make sense. Before I get out of here, because I want to say Feliz Navidad to everybody, man, from Nostalgic Radio, from all of the platforms that we have, which is we have many. I mean, the Woody Wood Show, Christine with a K. I mean, Street Made Radio, Real Talk with Jason Dixon. I mean, we have so much for y'all, man, to where you need to tune in, chime in, man. Y'all need to understand every Tuesday night we got Real Talk with Dallas After Dark. And I'm going to give it to you like nobody else. Believe that, because I'm cutthroat with mine. I'm just straight draw with it, straight raw with it, straight digger. So when I say something, I stand on mine. I stand on mine. And it's so sad that we have people out here that jump ships, and they put clickbait out there and all that. We don't do that on Nostalgic Radio. We teach love. We bring love. We talk love. Y'all hear me? And all that we're trying to do, all the things that we are creating, all of the platforms, all of the shows, it's got some love in it. You hear me? It's got God all through it. And this is how we know we're going to make it, man. I need y'all to stay blessed and understand that I'm highly favored. You know what I'm saying? Jesus got me spoiled, man. And that's from Lonnie B and Late Joyce, boy. We're going to be back at the first of the year, banging it out. Y'all get with me, man. Stay tuned. One love. Peace.
All right, everybody out. Thank you so much for joining us today. And don't forget about tomorrow, man. Tomorrow can always be a better day. Say your prayers before you go. Talk to God, man. I don't care what anybody else say. When you're frustrated, when you're upset, he's always listening. He's always going to give you the best advice, because just because you talk, you also got to open your ears and listen, man. That's just what it boils down to. And if you don't choose to listen, is where the problem comes in. Because a lot of us talk to God about what we want and what we need, but nobody ever stops to listen. So that's my word of advice for you guys today. Promote until something happens. Push until you can't push no more. This is a global trend that we need to start working on. Like my bro said, if we don't fight for us, who gonna fight for us? Y'all have a good night.
suppress my feelings. I'd rather y'all kill me so I can shout to the heavens till one of them angels hit me. When you standing on the top, all you can do is look down, but I'm on the ground looking up, so all I can do now is push. Yeah, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through the labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I push, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through this labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I say, every dude wanna make moves. Hot-headed niggas wearing ice just to keep cool. The niggas that can't fight keep tools. You gotta keep one too, for the fact anybody could try you. I said that anything can happen, could be gone in a minute. So from dusk till dawn, put on until I'm finished. I'm striding through life like a nigga long-winded, never sprinting, searching for that meal ticket. I ain't trying to miss it, cause life's real, and it always gave me chills. But as you get older, it gets colder. I got this knife in my back with the devil on my shoulder. I'm waiting for my angel to guide me right on the other, but he never showed up, and I'm tired of looking over and my chest blown out. The cold got my heart iced over. Emotions keep you from progress. I'm focused on getting closer. I'm that kid wondering where they say he not supposed to, so I push. Yeah, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through the labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I push, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through this labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I feel hoping music could be his 4-leaf clover. Body high, but his spirit so sober, cause he realized inside he couldn't be any lower. Just trying to wake my soul up like foe. Just put me on the front line, trained to die. See, they play me for a pawn, not a soldier. I don't live life for direction, survive to stay alive, never to take orders. Live life miserably and smile like everything's alright. Man, no the fuck it isn't. I was reborn, reformed in my chrysalis, so y'all gon' fucking listen. I will never be nobody's bitch. I'm committed to rolling solo, putting my trust in no one. No love, definitely no road dog. I'm taking roll calls, saying fuck all y'all. Point blank, no need to repeat. Obviously I'ma do me, the rest of the world can control or delete as I push. Yeah, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through the labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I push, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through this labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. World on my shoulders keep me down, but these drugs keep me up. Cold war freezing my soul, fire in my belly heat me up. The lean slow me down, my dry speed me up. Low life in disguise, all I can do is look up. This dream of eating got me hungry, envious of those above me. Life ugly than a bitch, and she always trying to fuck me. No stuffy running belly, rumbling, feel it in my tummy. World got me sick, the cold coming. I wish I was cold-blooded, so I could just say fuck it and fuck everybody but me. I'm tired of being unlucky, this world will play you for puppet. Manipulate your movements, you trying to influence the public. They trying to keep me close like luggage since the city was plumaged. Then they find that gold nugget among the rubbish. I swear when them dollars coming and I ain't gonna have no budget. All of my people getting some. Cause I wasn't pushing for nothing, so let's go, I push. Yeah, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through the labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I push, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through this labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I